But what are some of the use cases that you've seen some of our customers using Visual Editor for? And what are some of the ideas that people should start implementing when they start getting their hands on Visual Editor?
Yeah, I'll take that. I mean, it's a lot of the best use cases are some of the kind of the bread and butter of email programs, right? It's the stuff that's recurring, pretty templated, frankly, but recurring and really important. So just because we talk about it being repetitive to build something doesn't mean that it's not an important component of
Mm,
your email program and driving results. It's just that producing those emails isn't necessarily something that takes a developer's skill set to do on a regular basis. So some of these things are recurring newsletters, right? Content promotions that typically follow, a similar, whether they be ebooks or white papers, that sort of thing that may often have a very templated kind of look and feel to them. Webinar and in a pre-2020 world, I guess, event invites, those things as well. Any, transactional emails even, right? Things that as a product manager, if I'm adding a new workflow or feature to my product and there's a need for a transactional email, being able to produce that, which are always very highly templated. But any of these things really where the importance of them is in the recurring nature. They drive engagement, but they don't necessarily differ a lot from one mailing
yeah.
to the next in terms of the structure and the layout of the template. All that's changing is the content. I mean, in our state of email survey, we asked questions about this and learned from folks that I think upwards of 40% of emails fall into this category of
Hmm.
really, it's the producing the email is taking the template or taking the last newsletter you sent, right, and putting new content into it. And so 40% of what a team's producing, if that can be brought to the marketers and content folks, and the email developers can take that time and put it into the innovation and driving new types of templates and new types of content modules, then we think that that's just a great outcome for everyone.
Another great use case is for quick feedback and edits.
Mm,
Whenever we do our state of emails, email workflows report, reviews and approvals is always one of the longest steps in the production process. And Visual Editor helps make this process way faster. This is actually a use case that I can relate to personally. For example, when product release emails go out and they're shared with me in Proof and I'm going through them, if I see a call to action button that needs to be updated, I can easily just hop right over to Visual Editor and make the change myself without having to touch code or worry about breaking anything. It makes that process so much faster. And another use case is for internal communications, like an HR newsletter or an internal systems update. These communications are key to ensuring everyone internally is on the same page. But with so many competing priorities, especially ones that are revenue generating, this is the perfect example of something that could be offloaded to a non-developer.